We're here at the Gaylord Palms in Orlando. Can you guess what we're doing here today?
Oh, maybe some steak? A steakhouse, maybe? I think I was promised steak.
Okay, that was just the ruse to get you here.
Oh.
We're here for ICE, which is happening this year. It's the first time it's happened here since 2019. And I think I'm just going to let you feel it first.
Okay, I'm gonna feel it. Feel it where?
Oh, you'll definitely
Like,
feel it.
feel it in my heart?
All over.
Feel it in my toes? In my nose?
Let's just go.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, do you feel that?
Oh my goodness, it's freezing.
That is what 9 degrees feels
Are we
like.
still in Florida?
We are indeed still in Florida.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
We are at ICE. ICE at the Gaylord Palms in Orlando. They take 2 million pounds of ice and they carve it into a walk-through experience. This year, we're walking through How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Beautiful.
Are you ready? Are you
I'm
excited?
so ready.
I'm already cold.
Yeah.
Now, we're here on the day before they open, and so there's still some construction around that we can't show you, but we're still going to give you a walkthrough of kind of what the experience looks like. You ready?
Let's take off. Let's go.
So basically, when you go through ICE, you're going through scene by scene of the movie. And some of the most iconic moments of it are brought to life. And there's wonderful detail work here. There's also coloring, so it's not just clear ice. Right? We've colored everything. There's lighting effects. There's even some sound. I want you to go through to really bring the moments to life. So I guess we start off in the Grinch's lair. You know the Grinch is my favorite.
And why is that?
I feel at home here.
Do you relate?
In his lair. I relate. Heavy relate here.
Oh, these are little houses. Which do you prefer? Ron Howard's Grinch or like the original?
The original.
The original.
The original.
I prefer Ron Howard's Grinch.
And speaking of that, this is after the original, of course.
Yeah.
You know, so you get the really high nostalgia factor with this experience.
Definitely.
The Who's,
That
of
is
course.
so cool.
So you kind of get the idea that the Grinch in his lair looking out at the Whoville
Right.
and all the Who's doing their thing, right? I just love how really you can see the detail in the carving here. You can see the individual lines in his face, the colors. It's a fantastic sculpture.
He has like a mischievous little smirk on his face, like he's thinking up his plan.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's scheming, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's scheming. Remember the dog's name? What's his dog? Max. The dog-
Max.
Yeah.
Yes. So here we kind of have Max versus scene explaining his plan to Max, right?
Oh, here he goes. Shimmying down that chimney. Making his way through the chimney. And taking all their turkeys. Ooh, look at this. It's like a slide, like a ride. You slide down this, what would you call that? Like an ice hill?
Yes, so if you think you can handle it, I definitely cannot.
It's
There
so
is a
cool.
slide, of course. There's always a slide that's worked into every ICE exhibit. They've been doing this for a while, and it's been off for 2 years because of the pandemic. It's the first time it's been back since 2019. But there's always a slide, and so in this one, you can slide down Mount Crumpet. You know, with the scene, you're sliding down Mount Crumpet. I mean, it's very cute. I definitely would not do it, but if you're young and
Oh, it's not ready yet. I don't think we can
hot-blooded,
today.
you can do that. I don't know. I'm like a lizard. All the Who's down in
It's
Whoville.
beautiful. Oh, look, the Grinch in his heart. Growing 3 sizes up there.
Yeah. So of course, as we're looking around, we're seeing a lot of the construction being finished. These artisans are all from a specific area in China that actually specializes in sculpting ice.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty unique skill, obviously, not just everybody can, it's pretty unique.
Yeah.
And so they've developed a whole artistry behind this with specific formulas for dyeing the ice and carving everything. It's quite a unique skill, and they actually do a different ice walkthrough experience at every Gaylord property in the U.S., all bringing over the artisans from China. Oh, here's the final scene. With the roast beast.
Yes, that's what it was called. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, the roast beast. What I like about it, it looks very true to the original characters, right? I mean, you're really, the colors, the shapes, everything is like, reminds me of the series itself. You got the big Christmas tree, and Cindy Lou Who is here. Max has got his garland.
It's so cold, Philip. It's so cold.
It's very cold. You need to prepare yourself.
Yes, bring gloves.
I think that's the
bring
overall
your
thing.
biggest.
I would suggest
jacket.
bringing. Don't dress for Florida Reser. Like
No.
show up with
Bring
your own.
real shoes.
Yeah, show up with your own gear, and then
They're still gonna
they
give you a
a
jacket.
parka, right? But
Yeah.
it's not enough.
You borrow it, right?
I don't think it's enough. The end. Of course, here at the Gaylord Ponds in Florida, every ice ends with a classic crystal nativity scene.
Oh wow. At first I thought that was a polar bear. It's not. It's a camel. That's definitely a camel.
There are no polar bears in the nativity scene, Elsie.
From the side, a little bit. The light wasn't quite right.
That's a different nativity
That little
scene.
column. That column is kind of blocking it. Maybe they could like sneak one in just for fun. I feel like this wise man's going, why is it so cold in here?
That was a little preview of ice. Again, still building, still finishing, whatnot. Tell me what you think about 9 degrees in Florida.
It is the coolest thing you can do in Florida right now. Literally and figuratively. You can see my breath. It's quite nice because that side, it's kind of warm. And it's a nice relief in here. And everything was so beautiful. And they kind of look like popsicles, and they look like they would be tasty. So don't lick it, don't touch it, don't.
No, A Christmas
But
Story, that's at a different property this year. Sorry.
Maybe we'll get some popsicles later.
No,
It was
it's,
beautiful, a lot of fun.
I also just like the novelty of being able to physically walk through ice sculptures from your childhood, or at least my childhood, right? Yeah.
It's great. Bring the kids, bring the whole family, bring your jacket and your real shoes.
And speaking
And
of the
the
whole
gloves.
family, right? Ice is only one piece of what they offer here at Gaylord. They have a whole Christmas village, the Alpine Village, that's outside of ice, which isn't open yet, but there's definitely a whole afternoon thing to do, or you could just do ice itself. Like you can buy a ticket to the village and go do the events at the village, or you can just come to ice, or you can do both, whatnot. I would do both because you're already paying to park, so you might as well just
Yeah.
experience everything, or at least walk around the village and look through the giant Christmas store there, over 5,000 square feet of Christmas store experience. So
Great.